Hello and welcome to today's video, which is called It's a Trap, It's a Bull Trap. So let's examine together to what extent this statement is true and where exactly it applies. You know pretty well what I do on my site, on Twitter and for you here on YouTube every day. Thank you for liking this video and subscribing to the channel. So let's dive into what yields are saying. They did not move pretty much higher at all yesterday. We had seen their stabilization and my call for no meaningful move in yields this week, at least till FOMC, which is what we are getting in a couple of hours, is still true, applicable and being proven by market action. Frankly, combined with US dollar strength, I like this positioning for risk taking that it is conveying. So that's the picture for the coming hours. You know, of course, that we are having Microsoft, Meta and Tesla are reporting after the close, and 2 hours before the close we will get FOMC statement. So there is plenty to look forward for. US dollar, here we see ascent, and it is just a continuation of the pre-elections positioning and trade and deregulation and yield and growth differential, what it means for the performance of US economy versus rest of the world going forward. What is so most notable about this move is that the Japanese yen has not materially succeeded in strengthening, which means, as you can see from this 4-hour chart, that there is no risk in the charts visible about unwinding the yen carry trade. That is good for risk taking in general. It is just as good as tame, going nowhere yields in the daily context of this week, which we are seeing. So let's move into the preview that I'm giving you of what trading signals clients are getting in the precious metals arena. I was not bearish following Monday's drop, and I rather considered it as a risk of move that had brought multiple asset classes down. Because how to interpret DeepSeek, what is its veracity, business implication and so on. That is exactly what Monday's and Tuesday's videos are dealing with. All the videos that I'm sharing with you form a series, so make sure that you are reviewing them all the moment that they come up. So for this, subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on so that you get immediately notified about whenever a new video is uploaded, which is, as I take care, to happen always before the market opens in the States. So we see that gold and silver did not have even merely a sideways day. They started positioning themselves for an update already before the opening bell, and it's very good that they had kept pace with the equities recovery, which was broad-based, and there were winners and losers, which is what I had been covering in yesterday's video. Individual stock tickers that had been benefiting, and we will dive into these predictions and tweets and everything, how it had been going throughout this video as well. So you had been benefiting already yesterday from no more downside in gold calls, and once we get FOMC out of the way, it is still what I consider to be a non-event. We will see a return of the grind higher in precious metals and gold will like it. Gold will like it, really. So, coming back to equities and S&P 500 market breadth, and this is the first sign of there being a little trap. True, semiconductors had recovered. Nvidia scored well over 5% daily gain, which is nice to see following Monday's waterfall decline. True, everything hinges on ASML bookings, earnings, and everything that I had been talking about in yesterday's video, and we got those numbers, and the bookings had surprised positively. So that is giving some breathing room to semiconductors and the Nasdaq as such. Is it really taking full advantage of that good news? Is it really being bought into heavily? Not yet, but there are still a couple of hours to go to suck in fresh longs, and we will see how it goes from there, because the true tone will be set after the hours when FOMC decision, which is going to be no cut, is to be digested, and especially fresh earnings from the three tickers that I had been already naming. And this is a few more notes regarding the market breadth. You would expect the advanced decline line to go up and the advanced decline volume to be way more positively looking than it had been. So this is the warning sign, and let's dive now into the sectoral view. Sure, very nice bounce in tech, but where is the follow through where it matters? Sure, financials had been keeping their ground. They could have been doing somewhat better, and it was kind of bottom fishing event in tech with select winners and losers peaking. What is another warning sign is that the utilities have not followed through in tech's steps yesterday. Communication services driven by Meta and Amazon, which I had been covering for intraday and swing trading clients. These are slam dunk beneficiaries. Let's check these charts. This is how it had been looking yesterday, and run those tickers for yourselves today as well. Nvidia, Meta, which has been extending gains, Google improving, not yet at the top of its game, but building, nicely going. Microsoft, the same, looking more positive actually. Apple, the clear winner, and the same went, of course, for the chief winner with open source Meta, that its Llama had been used for DeepSeek training and inspiration, and how it goes. You have seen yesterday's long presentation that it talks precisely these sectoral and individual ticker winners. So this is the anatomy of yesterday's move. Even AVGO recovered. What is most positive is that we had seen a strong day up in Oracle. Palantir, that is as well a good sign. However, utilities are not confirming the all is well theme. That's why I think that a trap will come sooner or later, probably rather sooner, because if you compare the intraday levels, Nasdaq is nowhere near the December FOMC area, unlike ES, which is in a completely different position, thanks to broadening strength and continued good performance of financials and some other pockets of strength. If you were a client, you were already prepared on Monday, well before the closing bell, for the bullish turn to continue pre-market, and during yesterday's regular session you had seen me talk these tickers, and the takeaway as the DeepSeek business impact, how it translates into the AI ecosystem, is being interpreted, and it's being technically studied and inspiring different tickers, how it goes. And you remember my theme about the huge capex savings, which is what had been helping Meta, and as well as I had been saying, Amazon. So here we go with the selection of daily tickers, winners, and how it goes. And if you celebrate Happy Chinese New Year, it has one more business trading implication. As Chinese markets are closed, we had seen a good Alibaba news. It kind of reminds you of the Golden Week, how their markets had been running up while they had been closed, being continuously bid up during the US sessions, whatever is being quoted on the New York Stock Exchange. So a little bit peculiar timing that Baba is somehow claiming to be connected and mastering the AI race. Definitely helps the stock, so that explains its stellar ascent. So happy New Year of the Snake. You know perfectly well what I do on my page, helping you select what is right for you. My trading journey, obligatory disclaimer, and let's talk more, and thanks again for liking these videos.